offensive coordinator Brandon Streeter. Coach, you have any opening comments, or would you like to go straight to questions?
Just excited about another opportunity, getting back into some league play and playing a great Wake Forest team. It's always been a really good opportunity for us when we play those guys. And, I got some history with those guys, especially working together with it goes back to a lot of guys. Kevin Higgins is a guy that I've known for a long time. He's been an assistant coach there. He coached for my dad, so we got a good relationship there. And he actually coached my brother at Lehigh University. And then Wayne Lindenberg is a guy that I coached with at Richmond, so he was on our staff at Richmond when I was there. And just excited about every year get excited about seeing him and catching up, and they do a great job. I mean, they do an awesome job. Dave Clawson is a guy that actually coached my brother in college at Lehigh too, so we go way back with a lot of those guys, and so just excited about this opportunity this week.
You've got a stint at Liberty in your background.
Yep.
What was it like seeing Liberty put Wake on the edge?
Yeah, no, it's always fun to watch teams that you used to coach for, and Liberty's a great program. I mean, they've done an unbelievable job developing really a powerhouse, and it was a neat place. It was a great experience for me when I was there for those 6 years, from 2006 through 2011 seasons, and so I hold Liberty near and dear to my heart for sure. I mean, it's a special place. So it didn't surprise me because they're going to do that to a lot of teams, and they're a team that it's hard to play. They just do a great job and always have talent. Always have talent. So
this figures to be y'all's biggest challenge so far this season. And what's the mindset heading into a top 25 match?
Yeah, just really excited about that opportunity. I mean, we knew Wake Forest obviously won the division last year, and they got a ton of experience back. They do a great job on the coaching staff, as I mentioned before. They maximize the talent that they have, and man, these guys play hard. These guys, everybody on their team is a relentless effort guy, maximize everything that they got. And so it's going to be a big challenge for our guys. And getting back into league play, it's a big opportunity. So I think we're in a great spot as far as our confidence and knowing who we are as a team, and just feeling like we've been able to build and improve each week. And so going on the road, 12 o'clock game, of course it's going to be a big challenge. So just excited for that for our guys.
Brandon, do you think the guys understand the opportunity that's out there this week, facing the champs, and you guys want to get back there to that chance?
Absolutely. That's going to be the big message this week is, hey, they're the reigning champs for our division, and we have an opportunity to continue to build off of this season and to continue to gain confidence. And so it's going to be a big challenge for our guys, and it's a big opportunity. Anytime you're playing a conference opponent, especially in our division, it's a big challenge. And then we're going on the road, so we haven't been on the road in a couple weeks. So we got to be those road warriors and be ready to play. But it's gonna be. I know our guys will be up for the challenge, and it's gonna be exciting.
When you look back at the Louisiana Tech film, what did you see out of the offense, and what do you think has to take a step forward?
Yeah, I felt like number one, I felt like we started fast. We had that first drive of the game was a great drive, and like I said, got some points. And so we've been able to do that consistently in the beginning of games. So that's good to see. So we can build off of that. And then I felt like we were very balanced. We had a bunch of 280, I believe, rush yards and whatever it was, 230 or 40 pass yards. And so being a balanced team is something that we really like to be. If the defense is giving us what we need to, then I think it's one of those things that's important to keep them on their heels. And so we can build off of that. And then, our third down efficiency and our red zone efficiency has been really good. And so just gaining confidence from those last couple of weeks, That's something that we worked on in the off season. That's something that we've been talking about ever since last year, is that we really need to improve on. And so, just that goes hand in hand with our execution. And so I just think that, we're going to be able to build upon those things and have confidence in those things. And then just being more consistent, and making the routine plays. That's always something that we can work on, and something that I've seen in the first 3 games that we can get better at. Just leaving some yards and leaving some points out there that we could have capitalized on if we either make the throw, make the catch, make a block here or there. And once we get that going, we're just going to be even more explosive.
Brandon, for the first 3 games, it seems like Bo Collins has been able to consistently find the end zone. As a play caller, what does it mean for you to know that, hey, we got a guy that we can heavily rely on?
Well, you said Bo Collins and consistent, and that's who he is. He's a guy that comes to practice every single day and has that consistent effort and consistent mentality that you need to be, to be a good player. And it's shown. It has shown the last 3 weeks. And I know it's pretty neat because DJ and Bo played together in high school too. So, they know each other very, very well and their games very well. And so, but it's pretty neat to see. I think 2 of those are scramble plays. And then just another one was a big play this past Saturday. So, just having Bo find the end zone like he's been doing is very comforting, not just for me, but obviously for DJ and our quarterbacks, because he's been practicing really well and been a consistent guy for us.
Describe what it meant to have Adam finally make his return.
Oh, it was unbelievable. I mean, that kid has put so much hard work into this rehab, and he had a great spring leading up to his injury, and just really never thought it would be quite this early. But we saw how everybody kind of heals at different paces and in different ways, and came back a little bit earlier than we thought. But it was really, really neat. The kid is just a grinder, works his tail off, and deserves it. And he goes out there and earns it every single day. And so just to get him out there for a bunch of plays was good for him as a freshman. First time in Death Valley playing a game. And coming off of a major injury, so that I know he built a lot of confidence from Saturday night.
Coach,
Fourth of the way through this season, is the offense about where you expected it? Maybe a little bit ahead of pace? Or?
Yeah, I feel like where we need to be right now. I mean, I feel like our confidence was the biggest thing that we needed to get going these first 3 weeks, and we've been able to do that and accomplish that. And I feel like at every position with the experience that we've had the last 3 weeks, with some young guys getting in there and gaining that experience, has allowed those guys to have confidence too. And so I think confidence was the big word going into the season. And man, our guys are sky high right now. And again, still staying humble but hungry. And that's kind of the theme for this week, is just staying humble and hungry.
Do you feel like that now that you've got that foundation of confidence, you can now layer some more things on top as far as adding to the offense?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think anytime you got this confidence with an offense and as a play caller, I mean, you can continue to create and just be very, very versatile in a lot of different ways. And so, every week you have plenty of plays in the playbook or in the game plan that you don't get to, that you can kind of hold on to until that right time. And then continue to practice those plays. And so yeah, I feel like the more confidence you have as an offense and as an offensive coordinator who's calling the plays, it gives you an opportunity to maybe open up the playbook even more.
Coach, Will Shipley's getting 10, 12 carries a game. Is that about right to keep him fresh and get the other guys a turn, or should that be more?
No, it really just depends on how the game's going and who has the hot hand. I think, you got to look at it as a couple of different ways. I mean, it is a long season. Shipley is a tough son of a gun, and he'll run the ball 45 times if we want him to. But not just Will. We got Maffa, and we got Kobe Pace, and we got plenty of guys that are very, very talented that we really don't skip a beat when we have any of those guys in. And so I think that's that's a compliment to that room, being ready. And all three of them have played very, very well when they've gotten their opportunity. So Shipley, there's no doubt, is a guy that we can hang our hat on when we need to, and because he's going to bring it every single time. And so, but the other guys are very deserving to play a lot of ball as well. So I just feel very confident with all three of those guys, and so I think we're in a great spot. How much they've been able to get the ball these first 3 games, all three of those guys, has been great, and they've all gained confidence through it.
Brandon, you guys were kind of able to overwhelm the middle of the field against Furman, kind of got away from that against La Tech. Is that kind of part of the game flow, the game plan, or would you like to kind of see that more going?
What was the beginning? What was it?
You guys were kind of able to overwhelm the middle of the
Oh.
field against Furman, not so much against La Tech. Is that something you kind of want to see?
Overwhelm the middle of the field?
Yeah,
Yeah. In what way?
just, being able to make passes across the middle of the field.
Oh, yeah. It really depends on the game plan and what they're giving us. We had one that we missed a catch early in the game, I think to Joe, in the middle of the field. So it just totally depends on what type of defense they're playing. Obviously they played a ton of man coverage this past game with one high safety. So sometimes you got to attack the edges of the field a little bit more, but there's always inside routes in every game plan. It just depends on what the quarterback's read is and just how the progression works out with that particular game plan.
How much do you feel like the quick starts in the last 2 games has influenced you guys' confidence throughout the game, and is that something you're aiming for against Wake Forest?
Absolutely. Momentum is the key to the game. Anytime you can gain momentum early on, you can get into the flow faster and you get into a rhythm faster. And so